Hello, and welcome back to Monster Hunter Generations Ultimate. Today, there's one key quest left. Well, there's one quest left, actually, in the 4-star hub, other than the Prowler stuff, but those don't really count. I'm gonna do them, but one quest, then the urgent, and then the Prowler quests. Oh, Lavasia. Yeah, these don't count either. I have to do them to check them off anyway, but I actually did all but this one, which is kind of fun. Without knowing that that was the one. I actually thought that... Oh, I'm not actually sure. Dunes, okay. I actually thought that the land shark one would be the final key quest. They should all go decently. Oh, hey, convenient. It should be mounted soon. There it is. I got so greedy for no reason there. It is one of the easiest monsters for mounting though. Because it's... I don't know if it ever roars. But all of its normal... The shake-off attempt is fairly short. It has a fairly long wind-up for it. It's kind of a non-threat. Oh, what the heck is happening? But... Oh. I learned when playing Factorio yesterday, because I don't keep up on... I don't do... Oh, shoot. I don't do a good job of keeping up on general news. Unlike the gaming sphere. Not even in Monster Hunter, except if it's wild specific. Apparently there's a mobile Monster Hunter trailer that looks like it's an open world game being made. Gonna be the trailer looks very not Monster Hunter. The most interesting thing to me about it is, will it probably just be like called Monster Hunter, but it doesn't actually have anything Monster Hunter-y about it, and it's just a classic clone of... But the biggest game that it looks like would be Genshin Impact. But that's mostly just because glider open world looking stuff, but okay, but no idea how to dodge that. I just don't see how that style of anything would ever work. But maybe there's a way it could work. The fact that it's a mobile game means it's probably not going to be like Breath of the Wild. It's going to be like a microtransaction filled game. Oh, bad angle by this. I was going to call him a spider. Crab. Which are kind of spidery, but that's not the point. I feel like I should take less damage if I'm mid-air when the crab is on the way back down. Oh no. Okay, I'm gonna be sent to another zone at this rate. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Actually, but it has English advertising. It's probably not just gonna be oh yeah, Japanese or Chinese only release, like online and explore. The online is weirder. Explore is like, I think fully meant as like a mobile styled monster fighting game. Monster hunting, but like I've never seen any gameplay of what online was. I think online might have been PC based, I'm not actually sure. But it's such a weird... It just looks wrong, because it does look like it's just an attempt at... What? An attempt at just sort of... The Outlanders... An attempt at trying to get a, weird game. I tried Monster Hunter now because like it's good for, you know, walking around. It doesn't work with walking for me because it would be walk, stop, walk, stop. It's not just walking because it takes too long individually. Whereas I never really played Pokemon Go, but in theory, if you were just trying to catch normal Pokemon, I'm pretty sure you could walk, catch one, keep moving without spending an extended period of time hunting a monster. Yeah, I don't know. I just can't imagine it being Monster Hunter like as an open world survival game. It is once again Plesioth. It wasn't bad last time. I can only hope it won't be bad this time. How do the food skills work? Oops. The art looks so silly. Looks like arms just... broad shoulders, arms straight down. It's not. It's the fins, but... Misty. I don't remember. I'm gonna go general, but I don't remember what it actually requires. So I love, like, game releases where it's coming soon, but no date. Which is like, oh, it's this one. This is Misty. Okay. It's like coming soon with no date means it could be coming in a few weeks. It could be coming in a year. Because a year is some way you can define soon as soon in the span of a decade. If you shouldn't, but just can't imagine a Monster Hunter game working in that design. Oh, Plesioth, there he is. Oh shoot, this is why I hated Plesioth actually, not even the hip checks. It was so annoying when he would just sit in the water and you couldn't do anything. Oh, it took 4 seconds to remember why I hated him. Or the parts that I disliked. Really look like wings. More than fins. I need to find an AFK place, like here. Can I just AFK here until he hops out of the water? Except I'm not at a keyboard. What a fun monster design. Just... his first priority... Oh, I'm gonna... Oh, okay, he turned good. The first thing he should do is just hop out of the water, because it's a waste of time if he just sits in the water. Yes, he's a swimming monster. I just don't think it's useful or fun in any way for him to spend all the time in the water. This is a fairly generic mount shake-off attempt. Oh, who has this exact same one? Oh, I can't remember his name. It starts with a G. Oh yeah, this is also a reason I hate this guy. Because I'm only ever going to do this at the center of its mass. Never aiming for the tail or anything, because it just shakes constantly. But the fake death monster is the one that mostly... Okay, that's a hitbox. At least the tail, the legs were there at least. But the fake death guy does the same mounting, where it will try to fight in that way. Similar sort of shaking to remove the hunter. Followed by spin into trying to shake the hunter off again. It's such a big monster. Like, it's just too tall. For all of its mass being at the top of its legs, it's just so... I mean, structurally it probably makes sense for if it's going to be that tall that all the mass is up high, but just because balance. I have no idea what the subquest was. It's obviously break something, but... Anyway. Gypsaros, that's the one. Gypsaros, or Gypsaros, I don't know. I think it's the one that does this exact same mount. I mean, the fish flailing is funny. If you didn't have to actually hunt it, it would be great. But given that it's a monster that is supposed to be... Shoot, that was too slow. If I'd rolled quicker, I could have jumped and avoided the, Ooh, that hitbox was not great. Yeah, just hit me. Or just miss. Fine. That... I mean, the water beam that hit me, that one that hit me, that missed me there, should have hit me if that first one hit me. This is kind of... I think this again is one of the reasons I disliked Plesioth. It does a lot of running back and forth. Because it's just really fast. So it'll do that, and it'll just run away and do nothing, because it's a goof. It was leaving at least, which is fine. But sometimes it did that and just ran into a wall. For no reason, so... Get out of here. Jaggy. Is the Plesioth moving? Yes, it is. I was hoping that somehow it was going to sleep. I don't hate Plesioth so far in the 2 times. Oh, that was weird. I didn't get the jump. The hip check meme is not completely false. Imagine there's a lot of stuff where it's really frustrating to fight it. Okay, Plesioth, don't stay near one of the walls, despite the fact that that's one of the best ways to keep you in one place instead of running back and forth, because you can't run in the direction of the wall at the very least. That was garbage. Okay, my cats are dead. That's actually good. If my cats are dead, it will focus on me. Oops. Except it will still attack walls because it's a dumb fish. It will attack walls because it's a dumb fish. I actually think that's the most annoying part about Plesioth for me. That it is a dumb fish. Okay, that's fine. If it was a little more intelligent and it didn't charge at walls... I'm gonna commit to this. Hey, worked. It'd be a little more fun. Anyway, this is fine. I'll see if it falls asleep. Okay. If it's not asleep by now, it won't fall asleep. That doesn't seem very comfortable. Get cat, stand in front of me. You stupid cat! I think it wouldn't fit the game, but I think it'd be fun if they implemented like a crazy hunter, like a hunting style, where your hunter doesn't hunt, but you actually have the capacity to control your palicos. They don't do stupid stuff. You get like 2 palicos, you can say attack, you can say back off. It would be incredibly boring. It would not be fun in the slightest if you yourself couldn't attack. But actually, if you yourself could attack, you lose benefits of like compared to striker and guild and stuff. You lose some benefits, but you actually have control over your palicos on the minimum like attack, walk to me, support, and like you can't use. If you want to use those commands, you can't use any hunter arts because keybind limitations. Please explode his face. It did hit. I think it would work, if only because it would make palicos kind of not annoying. Because you could actually trust them to not ruin you. I would use it occasionally. Now, a full palico-based hunter would probably be awful. No, like, actual attacking yourself. It really wouldn't work. Okay, once the quest complete goes, I can see how far I can run up there, which means I should angle my camera. Plesioth is Plesioth. Okay. Things that, if there's a Rathalos in the next quest tier, I'm gonna try to maybe do the Rathalos quest. Just the Rathalos quest. To, I think, unlock Dread King Rathalos. I'm not actually certain about that. But if I can unlock Dread King Rathalos, then maybe I can try to do that. I probably can't, is my guess, but... a new recipe. Still nothing from Nakarkos. Oh, there's gonna be a bunch of quests, aren't there? If there's no Rathalos to fight, then I'm probably doing Prowler. I mean, if I fight a Rathalos, I'll do Prowler after, but... that's blue. Because... there's a reason for stuff being blue, I can't remember what it was. Zamites. Zamtrios. Nibblesnarf. Nope. It is not Rathalos tier, so Rathalos is 7-star. Oh, there's a reason for purple, for the blue. I can't remember what it was. You caught this, I caught this? Yeah, okay. That one's pretty good. Wait, my wife gave me a Malfestio? They just have a Malfestio in their house? That's pretty funny. I haven't been paying attention to the fee. because it isn't really relevant. Okay, no Rathalos. I'm not doing these right now, these are the future. Which means it's time to do some Prowler. After I talk to a bunch of people. I really hope there's not a lot of quests they hand me. Great Macau, Kechawacha. Why have 5? Who are you? Oh. It's this dude. This is weird. He wants me to hunt 2 Velocidromes. I don't know. Ancient Squid Rice. It just doesn't seem tasty. I guess maybe if I'm thinking probably Squid Ink for some reason. But I mean, just squid and rice would probably be fine. Bubble foam, so yeah. Okay, I mean, I probably have a ton of those to hand in, don't I? Advanced quests. Not happening anytime soon. So oh, it's a silly looking shield because of the texture. Hyper Gormagala. As in, at some point there will be a Hyper Gormagala quest, is what they're telling me there. Ah, it's the smithy guy. There's just so many unimportant. Oh, that's so weird looking. Summary, awful guest. It's pretty funny. Frog. Or toad? Probably frog, but... Okay, just pairing. Monster guts? Delicious. So you want me to make... Oh. I just kind of ignore those requests. I really shouldn't because they do give actual quests sometimes. Figured there'd be another one back at Yukumo. Nargacuga. Frozen mushrooms. I can't imagine those are like just mushrooms that have been frozen. Could be magical mushrooms in a normal sense. Like they're always producing frost, sort of. And there's just too many of these quests for me to read them thoroughly. Because they also don't actually say anything most of the time. Okay, I'm back at the hub. I don't think the advanced quest was here. I also need to go check out the... While I'm doing all this, I need to check out... I should have gone to the Palico Ranch. I need to go to the trader, turn in as many requests as I can, then talk to all them. And also just complete the trading, if it's done, which it is. Oh, goodness, this game. It's so much better. It's like one of the biggest quality of life changes that I miss the most. It's a complete waste of time. Like, I actually think, for me, it makes me less likely to bother checking what anything is. Because if I'm gonna have to spam click through them all to get rid of them anyway, I better get started. Whereas if it's... you can just take all right away, then, oh, okay, I'll check 1, check 2, and then it will take less time doing that than spam clicking everything. Do I want to swap any of these? Nah. I'd rather have a few more. I'd rather not have to even think about using flash bombs for Rathalos, Dread King Rathalos, and probably that's it. I have a net loss of Lagny apples for the first time. Is it because the hub does not provide as many Lagny apples? Oh yeah, I was gonna check the advanced quest real quick. And then I have Prowlers. 1 or 2, maybe all 3, if there's 3. So assuming it is a... I didn't turn in the quests, did I? See, this one might be... I feel like this one might be doable, if it's just one monster. It might be hard, and I don't like Yan Garuga, but it might actually be doable. Because there's no way it by itself has 10,000 HP, right? And if it did, it'd be really boring. Wow. Totally couldn't let me do all these at once to at least check. Hey, I didn't actually have any saved up. Excellent. I'm surprised that I actually kept on top of those. I'm also surprised that that didn't trigger the quest to pop up without me having to reload areas. There's a chance I'll have to come back for another quest. I have to make sure I check. I don't. Good. Okay, I've already eaten because I was like, oh, maybe there's a Rathlos. But I can switch to a Prowler now. Is there scraps? Are there scraps from Deviants that you can use for your Prowler? It seems completely mundane, but I'm kind of interested in that. Oh, goodness. 15 Conchu. What a goofy quest. Conchu are one of the worst. They're like the easiest to kill. No, they're not the easiest to kill. They're the least likely to kill me. Not that any of them are very likely to kill me, but... I don't know where Conchu live. I'm gonna guess 2, 4, anywhere with a vertical. Actually, 7. I think they do live in 7. Except they're climbing on the walls, so they're kind of hard to hit. I think I'd give it a fair check. Nothing here. Good to know. I should be grabbing burned husks. I should be gathering it all, and I haven't gathered in forever. No Conchu here, it looks like. I know 7, but I'm gonna go to 9, and then go up and around and drop down instead of having to climb up. Oops. Because climbing is slow. I'm approaching half of these zones explored, and I've still yet to see a single Conchu. I think this quest will not be very fun. Okay, there's at least a Conchu. Here. 3 Conchu. Oh, that's actually so much worse. It's way worse than doing it with a aerial switch axe. The aerial switch axe, you jump, you hit them. You can move towards them with the attack. And that's a lot more convenient. Okay, Conchu. You will fight me. Okay, maybe I can do this. 10 left. I think they're both dead, which means that I should be at 9. Nope. I just don't know how to count. Wait, oh yeah, 2 here, not 3. I don't know how to count. That is indeed true. Kill him. Oh, what a weird small monster. I was about to say, imagine a large monster like them. Volphodon sort of rolls up and rolls around as well. That's kind of funny to me. Picturing Volvidon tiny like them. You hit it, it launches, it rolls. Same system. Interesting. I have to check. I don't think there's gonna be Conchu up here. But I have to be sure. Okay, there are not. So far it's just 7 and 5, which is a pretty terrible collection of zones. Okay, 7, 5, and 10, which is still pretty bad, but it is, like, at least more than 2. I do like the Conchu having actual, like, fairly obvious, but I was not confident on earlier, but fairly obvious, like, if they jump when they're on their back, they're dead. Some monsters it's less obvious. Some it is still just as obvious. I think Bullfangos. I don't think that's gonna have anything. Bullfangos cooperate decently. I'm actually not gonna have to do this lap again. If I get 3 here, 2 on the way down through zone 7. As long as zone 7... Oh, 4 here. Even better. Did they actually run into each other? Or was that just random chance? That looked like they hit each other, and that's excellent. That makes me like Conchu a whole lot more if that's how they work. If that is how they work, though, and they don't have an entire arena quest full of, like, 30 Conchu, then what are they doing? Just 30 Conchu all in one arena? Rolling, hitting each other, triggering them all to roll and fall on their backs? It'd be great. Oh. Just one more. But they have not respawned so far. Lovely. Great fun. Maybe some of... I don't know. I think sometimes they move between zones. Okay, at least there's a different spawn point here. That's good. Unpredictable, but... But yeah, it could have been they spawned in 7 and moved here. I think that's possible. Ugh, monster broth. It was an okay quest. There were enough in each location to not make it frustrating. Which helps a lot. Apple? A big Glagny apple. Not great. Okay, just eat and go again. I guess I should be using this one. The Wyvern Rider to make it easier to mount might be more valuable. Not for Prowler, but... Oh, there's 4 of these. I'm not finishing this today. I'll do a Celtis and then I'll stop. Mostly stopping because this is gonna take forever. Ah, not having to worry about maps to locate it. Always great. That's the best part about Prowler. Jump, please. Still don't like Celtis. And not being able to mount it to knock it down constantly is going to be a real bummer. I'll be able to look at it better though, because I'm not going to be actually very effectively beating it up. So I have to hit it from further away with boomerangs. I can just sort of observe. Because I never actually paid attention to the, I guess, side of the front limbs. They're kind of neat. Please move, thank you. Don't jump down. Don't jump down, please, at least. Wow, so fun. Going up higher into the air. Which makes sense because it can fly. It should, but... It's kind of why flying enemies in any game... Any sort of action game... Flying enemies are the worst because... They're pretty much always a pain. It has a stinger looking thing. Oh, it's not a stinger, it's an it's an output. Okay, I actually visually was not hit there, I think. Obviously the aura around the attack hit me. As they do. Oh, Prowler would be so nice if you could jump backwards. Be very helpful. Oh, that's why aiming's bad. It takes so long. Ooh, that flickering is not very good. When the wings are in a bad position, it just makes it all kind of... Like, they really shouldn't have the shadow flicker like that. I don't know if it's enough to actually cause a problem for people with epilepsy, but it doesn't benefit anything. It just looks terrible. So even if it doesn't cause a problem for people with epilepsy, it would probably be better to not do that. Okay, press wrong button. Celtis. Oh, I hate you, Celtis. You go up to the top to fly down to the bottom right. Instead of going to the bottom to fly down to the bottom right. Okay. Please, Celtis, cooperate. Well, I guess I'll buff because it's not attacking me. One, two, three. I don't know if the last hit is worth doing. It probably is. The angles. Dude, its wings break? That'd be nice. That'd be a fun mechanic. That I've never seen, despite the fact that Ariel... Nope, it's not broken. I didn't think it was likely, because it would have been too nice. Okay. What is this invisible wall? That's a terrible invisible wall. What? It didn't... Normally it stops kind of where the charge ends. Not exactly at the charge point, but closer than it did there. Oh, that's funny! Oh, that's great! Okay, that's cool. Except if it's an angle that doesn't work, but... Please stop. Hit spike. Actually, hitting the spike might be bad? Because then it can't stick into walls. Well, maybe it still can. Oh no, the spike is just blunted a little. It probably should still be able to stick into walls. Nope, it doesn't. It's actually bad. It's actually detrimental to break that. Or sticking into walls is inconsistent because of it just being inconsistent. Or it can only do it on the second drive-by. Flyby. It just grabbed a small monster. Or it just looked like that, I'm not sure. But it really did look like it did. It grabbed it. It's cool. I really need better healing than the herb horn. That's what healed below. Okay, this might work. Oh, this zone's 7. See, up and down's fine. What a silly monster. Wait, where? It's gonna be on the wall, that wall, not side wall. Expected a side wall. Oh, it charges up. I forgot about that. I could have done that better. It's just never really feels relevant. Because you don't really have time to charge up an attack most of the time, right? Oh, its little face in there moves separately from the rest. Kind of makes sense a little, but it's kind of neat. There's Celtis. I still haven't fought a Celtis Queen. It's very funny. I think the first Celtis Queen quest is in the hub. Like way high, like relatively high rank hub. It just feels silly. Mining. I don't gather enough. And that's that. There's still a couple more Prowler Quests to finish. There's still all the meaningless spend a minute, checkmark the quests, but I'm not gonna worry about that. I'll do them at some point, probably not now or anytime, you know, context. Foie gras faux pas. Except, like, foie gras is about, you like, oh shoot, wrong button. Wrong control scheme. Foie gras is like exceptionally overfeeding goose, isn't it? To give it a fatty, gras, liver, foie. I'm not actually sure about foie. It has to be that, but translate. Just gras is liver. I don't know foie, but gras, liver, I think. Give me a French translation. Fat. So not necessarily fatty, but fat. And then foie is liver. Okay, good. Yeah. That's beside the point. I don't think cephaloses would make for good foie gras. Because they've not been fed in a way that makes their livers exceptionally fatty necessarily. Unless they're just naturally fatty, which is weird. But anyway, that's beside the point. It's time to stop for today. Next time I will finish the Prowler Quests. And then I think I go back to the Soratorium for a bit. Finish the hub tier. The lowest hub, high rank, not hub. The lowest high rank tier that I haven't finished, which won't take too long. Which should be this one. Bunch of harvest tours, all a waste of time. No, it'd be this one then. A few quests, a lot of which are minor quests. But there's a decent number of hunts. It'll do that next time. After I finish the Prowlers. I might do the Prowler Quests first because then it's just a Prowler day. So, have a nice day. Bye-bye.